everybody, it is Quinn with Cipher Art, and I am back with another video about how I do what I do. This time I'm reviewing a product called Modern Masters, and Modern Masters is an oxidizing paint, and they also make a sealant and they have an activator. So I got this 3 as a kit off of Amazon, but you can buy this in multiple places. In fact, you can buy a gallon of this stuff if you want at Sherwin-Williams. It's pretty expensive, but it does go a long way, similar to the other one that I did the video about, the Mako. So here I am partway through the process. This is a metal box. I think it's kind of a tin type box thing here, and it's got a clear window that I have put painter's tape on. It goes like this. It was for a mag light gift set of some sort. So I have primed this little box and lid, and I have gotten some activator from something else on it, so it's got a little bit of funk on it. But that is to be ignored because, you know, we're not going to worry about that. So, as I have mentioned before, with these paints that do these kinds of distressing, this stuff stinks, and it requires good ventilation and careful application. So when you are using them, be very cognizant of the fact that you need to have good ventilation. If you are not certain that you have it, do not do it. Be very careful. So again, I've done the primer here, which I seem to have misplaced. Oh, here it is. Hang on. Here's the primer. Sorry. It looks like this, obviously. So in this case, we're starting with this, going with the big bottle, and then the activator is last, and then sealing. So I wanted to show you what this stuff looks like. It's pretty hideous. And you can't see it, but I'm wearing my respirator mask thing because it's gross. And it really, really stinks. It's very dark, and it will come on extremely chunky. Oh yeah, this stinks. It smells like rotten food. So, because this kind of comes on junky thick, it'll take a couple coats really to get this going. And the way that it works is very similar to the Mako paints. You have to put a couple of coats on this. I think, in fact, it says 2 coats of the oxidizer, and then once it's dry, then you can put the activator, this pretty blue stuff. And I have this in a spritz bottle. They sent this with it. And I'm going to try it because I've never actually done the spritz technique. I've always just kind of brushed it on or pulled it very, very deliberately to see what would happen. This stuff does dry typically pretty quick. I have fairly low humidity today in the garage, so I expect that this will not take too awful long to do its thing. But I am going to try to get at least the top part of this covered well, and then I'll do a second video showing the oxidation process, because it is actually pretty immediate with this stuff, I find. It's not very slow, although with time you do get more dramatic reactions than what you do see to begin with. And I have noticed that this stuff can be really hard to get on, even with the primer. Sometimes it's very weird. It doesn't spread very good, which you may be able to see as I'm doing this poorly. But anyway, I will let this coat dry, and then I will do another coat. And after that second coat is applied and dried, then I will do a new video for you to see what happens when you do the rust activator. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed deciphering my process with me. And if you're interested, hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment if you have any questions. Thanks.